Welcome to Prosperity Meditations. Take a moment to find yourself a comfortable position as you relax into the following meditation. We create these recordings with the purpose of bringing awareness to the abundance that exists in all areas of your life, and we are delighted to have you join us today. Now I would like you to take in two very, very deep breaths in through the nose. And I would love to go on a journey with each and every one of you. I want to go on a journey of depth, of magnificence, and of magnitude. With your eyes closed and taking two deep breaths in, I want you to imagine once again a green path that forms in front of you. Perfect, soft grass, springy, spongy grass that you're able to walk on. And as you walk down this green path, you notice once again the gate that is in front of the garden of your heart. That very powerful, strong, sturdy gate that as soon as you place your hands on it, it very effortlessly and easily swings open, allowing you to step into this stunning, luxurious, bold and beautiful and powerful garden that is filled with fountains and birds and trees and flowers and pristine, beautiful scenery. And as you walk through this garden, noticing the garden on your left, noticing the garden on the right, the same garden that you've been in a few times before. And as you continue to walk, you start to see the path that you have been down before, where you walked into the waterfall. So off in the distance, you can see that path and you can see that waterfall. But before you get there, I want you to take a right. I want you to take a right off of this path. And this green, soft, green grass path, after you've taken a right, it slowly goes up a nice, soft, big, rolling hill. And at the top of this hill, I want you to notice a building. This building looks pretty run down, pretty old, pretty beaten up, pretty disheveled. Almost looks like a really old church maybe that's kind of been destroyed. I want you to walk into that building and just notice all around you. Wood is disheveled. The windows are kind of broken. This building looks and feels very, very old, run down, broken. But what you notice, something very interesting, is in the very front of this building, as you walk towards the building, the very front of this building is almost like a altar, a podium, some version of a altar that you can place things upon. Notice if it's big or small, notice what it looks like, but also notice that it's falling apart. And down on the ground, there is a piece of wood. I want you to pick up this piece of wood. And this piece of wood has words written on it. Pick up that piece of wood and read. What are those words? What does it say? Knowing there are only right answers. I want you to take that piece of wood and notice that there is a section of this altar, this podium, that perfectly fits, almost like a puzzle piece. You take that piece of wood and you attach it and place it back on the podium, back on the altar. And you look down, and you see another one. There's another broken off, fragmented piece of wood. Pick that one up and notice that there's also something written on this piece of wood. It might be one single word. But what is that word? Remembering that there are only right answers. Always trust yourself and your intuition and your heart. And place, just like a puzzle piece, that piece onto the altar. And then select one more piece of wood, this one being a little bit heavier, a little bit larger. As you pick it up, there's something written on this, but it's kind of hard to see. See if you can make out, maybe you have to squint a little bit. And notice what's written on this piece of wood. Take a deep breath in and place that larger piece of wood into the perfectly assembled, perfectly waiting puzzle piece like section of the altar and the podium. And as you place it on there, I want you to now take both of your hands and I want you to place your hands on the altar. I want you to take a deep breath in and I want you to imagine that your heart, your physical heart, is radiating this beam of powerful light, this golden light streaming from your heart to this podium with your hands placed on this altar, this golden, powerful, strong beam of light emulating and emanating from your heart to the altar. And with your hands still attached to the altar, you're noticing something quite amazing happening. You're beginning to notice a transformation. The transformation is taking place where the entire altar is now becoming perfectly fixed and luxurious and radiant and stunning. And as you place your hands, as your hands are still placed on the altar, notice now the entire building itself is now begin to be rebuilt. Wooden piece by wooden piece, brick by brick, gold statue by gold statue, whatever is inside of this building for you, make it powerful, make it sacred, make it amazing. And as you continue to build out this building, notice as you look around, up and down, everything that was once disheveled and broken and in pieces is now totally fixed, restored, beautiful, rich, elegant, strong, stable, powerful, able to withhold any storm. And now that the entire building is fixed, I want you to notice inside of this building, somewhere in the building, there is one extra door. Place that door anywhere in the building that you think is best and most appropriate. And I want you to open that door and walk in. And when you first walk in, I want that room to be totally black, totally silent, void of nothing. It's almost like you're standing in space. And then I want you to feel the presence, gentlemen. I want you to feel the presence of divinity. I want you to feel the presence of God. this powerful, warm, loving, incredible presence. This trust, this knowingness, this comfort, this peacefulness, this serenity is fully surrounding your body. And I want you to take note. How does your heart feel? How does your body feel? Keep in mind that in this exact moment, whatever feeling you have, I want you to anchor it. I want you to anchor it into your heart. I want you to place both hands on your heart and anchor in this feeling of love, this feeling of oneness, this feeling of complete certainty and power and conviction. I want you to anchor in the feeling of knowingness and awareness and certainty and confidence that you are receiving right now in this room. This bold and beautiful and loving beam of bright, happy, joyful presence. I want you to say, with your eyes so closed, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to experience such a beautiful and remarkable life. I want you to slowly turn around, walk back through the same door that you came in. And I want you to notice that on the altar and the podium that you rebuilt for yourself, I want you to notice there's a box on that podium. This is a gift. Open that box and notice what it is. Keeping in mind there are only correct answers. I want you to receive this gift that was placed in the box, that was on the altar that you rebuilt, noticing what the gift is. I want you to slowly leave the building, knowing that you are able to return here anytime that you want to feel that presence of God, to feel that presence of oneness, of happiness, of joy, of fulfillment, knowing that the temple of your beliefs have been restored, knowing that the altar from which you will share your very important message of the world has been rebuilt, knowing that the greatest version of you has been anchored into your heart. Walk back down the rolling hill on the perfectly soft green grass, back into the garden of your heart, seeing this luxurious, happy, warm, inviting location. Walk back through the gate that you close, noticing how easy and simple and effortless it is to close the gate. I want you to take 2 deep breaths in through the nose, allowing your body to come to a place of appreciation and happiness, of joy, of peace. Slowly